Each Year 11 student has been issued with a personalised revision planner which helps them to make sure that they're studying the right balance of subjects each week. Each day is split into 3 sections of 25 minutes, and we encourage that all students take a proper break in between each of these sections. That might mean actually getting up physically and moving away from their study space. Because each break is always only less than half an hour away, what we suggest is that all distractions are removed. In some cases, especially mobile phones, that they're removed completely from the room. This means that all students are much better placed to give their full focus to the content that they're studying. Many students, especially in the run-up to their exams, might want to steer away from this planner and prioritise subjects that they're particularly worried about. There's no problem in prioritising subjects, but we ask that they do that over and above what's kept in this planner. Sticking to a set routine makes it much easier for them to develop habits and for those around them to support if they've shared the plan together. For example, just simply after each study session going through and putting a tick next to it can give you that little bit of recognition of your achievement which motivates you to keep going the next day. The Smith Proforma or Personal Currency Plan is a document that breaks down exactly what and how to study for each individual subject. It is broken down into a week-by-week schedule which makes sure that all key content is covered, and there's also opportunities for catch-up if anything needs to be revisited or is missed first time around. Included in the top of each section for each subject is description of exactly what the study session should look like and what strategies can be used. There's also a list of any key documents that need to be collected, or online websites and resources, and the login details. When used in conjunction with the revision plan, this document will absolutely make sure that all students keep on track. In the Maths section of their Smith Proforma, all students have details for the Hegarty Maths website and the Pixel Maths app. All topics from their recent entry exam have been graded green, amber or red. Next to each amber and red topic, there is also details of a Hegarty clip number. If you go on the website and type that number into the search bar at the top, you'll be directed to an instructional help video and a practice quiz. All of the amber and red topics have also been preloaded into the Pixel Maths app. Students can access their own individualised resources to help them improve in these areas by logging into the app, going through paper QLA and exam board AQA, and then searching for Wave 5. When using the Hegarty Maths website, all Year 11 students have been shown a particular way to make notes from the instructional video and to show their working out when they do the practice quiz. This is exactly the same way that they've been instructed to fill out their homework book. If at any point they don't have their book to hand, they needn't worry, because we've also printed out a Hegarty Maths template that helps them follow the same structure. It's really important that students do watch the instructional video and make notes, because all the topics identified are things that they've proven they're already not very confident on. Similarly, just sitting and trying to do the practice quiz in your head doesn't make sense when the type of GCSE topics we're looking at really require the students to show full working out and problem solve. For English, both language and literature, our teaching staff have recommended that students use the Seneca Learning website. At the top of each section of the Smith Proforma, the Seneca course title is listed, and this can be typed directly into the website search bar. For each week, a particular course code is listed, and students can use this to take them directly to the task they need to study that week. For science, the Smith Proforma contains details for biology, chemistry and physics all in the same place. Information on how to study and where to get resources from is collected together in the info bar at the top, but for each week there is a particular strategy to use for each of biology, chemistry and physics. This will either be exam questions that are handed over from the student's teacher, or a Seneca code that can be used in conjunction with the Seneca Notes template, or simply some page numbers for a quizzing booklet, which will just allow students to quickly use retrieval practice to cover all of their basic facts. Each of these different strategies is rotated on a week-to-week basis, so the students are getting a nice varied diet for each of the different scientific disciplines. When using the Seneca Learning website, all of the key information and the questions are kept in the same place. So if we're not careful, it's really easy to just copy the information into the answer box. To help with that, we've created a Seneca Notes template. All students can use this when they're on the Seneca Learning website, but they can also use it for revision guides and class notes. It's a way to just help them summarise all the key information that's been given to them and make sure that they're not skim reading and skipping through too quickly. Best practice is when students write questions on one side of the sheet and then answers on the other side, which then enables them later to turn their notes into a handy quizzing tool that they can fold in half and just flip over and use like one giant flashcard. If students want to access any of these resources from home or just want another copy, they can do so remotely from any computer in the world. Accessing the Magellan platform through the Acklam Grange home website will allow them to put in their school login details and take them to their Magellan homepage. On here there is a Year 11 Home Study button that has a range of generic resources, but also by clicking My Files in the top right, they can gain access to their own home directory. In there you will find the Revision Resources folder, which includes Personalised Revision Planner, Smith Proforma and copies of the Hegarty Maths and Seneca Study Notes templates.